Other side, we're going to be seeing Lance go with Andromeda and against Near Earth Hub. Curious to see which variation of Near Earth Hub Holly is
back.
playing.
Classic matchup.
Think
Gen
about
Con
it.
2014, right
still,
here, Andromeda and NEH.
Gosh, you know, it is so. Every time I see Andromeda, back in the old days, it was like, oh gosh, Snore, another Andy. Now it's like Andromeda. I'm excited. It's like amazing what a year and a half will do,
their
right?
decks a lot.
Yeah.
They've had to incorporate recursion because of the baddie issue.
Yeah.
And that's one of the bigger changes that's happened. And their money has also changed as well.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of, what's it called? Bank job.
Bank job,
You
yeah.
do not see so much bank job.
You don't.
I didn't.
So I think that Holly, we've gotten tipped off from some of the people looking at the deck list. I think Holly is playing the Butcher Shop variety, so we now know that. We'll see whether or not Lance has a Plascreed or any kind of meat damage protection in his opener, or whether he just has enough money and can get going fast enough. Because that is, I think that even though account siphon and not clearing the tags can be dangerous with traffic accident,
he's got to drive by.
The best way to beat him. The best way to beat them is still to just siphon them to death, and if they can't pay for their scorches, I mean, you can't assume they have 3 traffic accidents.
I had like the worst Andy experience at Gen Con. This guy, so I was playing RP, so I go install hedge fund, like classic opening.
Yep.
He goes sure gamble.
Yep.
What's it called? Eater, siphon.
Ow.
I was like, okay, how did that happen?
That's a thing, I guess.
So next turn he goes sure gamble again, siphon. Then installs then he goes planned installed siphon.
What is this, Max?
It was insane. I had 4 siphons in the first 5 turns.
That's
and
tough.
Then he goes keyhole.
Yeah.
Keyhole. I was like, what is this deck? He drew
best
one
part.
card before he keyholed me to death. He had everything in his opening hand.
That's hilarious.
It's crazy what Andy can do.
To which I would answer, why don't you just play Max? But what do I know, Hey, if you like
it
the
was
blue ID, that's
random
fine.
stuff I'd ever see. I was so what is happening? Supplier coming out.
Oh, Supplier Andy. We got a little Earthrise, some HQ interface. Oh, we got a loaded London Library. We got it all on the Supplier. I have a huge crush on the Supplier as a card. I just love it. Oh,
Astro snuck out.
Wow.
GG.
Wow.
Bring it.
That
Bring
hurts.
it. Both.
Because here's the hard part,
I'm
right?
so surprised she left HQ open. She
yeah.
gets siphoned. Does no care. No concern.
Yeah, that's tough. Because
he's bringing out. He's gonna be broke though. That's dangerous.
Yeah. That's not a place I want to be.
I'd like to draw
NEH.
cards, and I've seen people quality time and then have 1 or 0 credits. I'm like, that is bad. If you can't install your cards that you draw, it's no goods. I would have mulliganed. I don't think he took a mulligan, but if you have no econ starting out, it's rough. And then you click for credits.
Yeah.
And just draw a Forger.
Interesting.
What is going on? You're not Geist. Are you? Oh, no. Now he's got the drip going.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is a slower
fair.
build. I think the problem is once you've got scored Astro. What's up?
The asset turned into an ice.
Oh, wow.
Pro.
Uh-oh.
That is an ability most corps don't have. That they can make their assets into ice.
Maybe the challenge deck that we see later. Maybe it'll happen.
Maybe.
But, here's the problem, right? When you have Astro scored, just like we were talking about in Elliott's game, you have the dual win condition. Either you just train them out if they don't run and they're passive, which it looks like this Andy build might be, or if they actually get aggressive and try to do their normal criminal thing, you just hope you can draw up the meat damage, and it's just it puts you in such a tough spot.
Yeah,
This is why the deck's been successful.
Already paying for itself. Bringing out
Supplier's
underworld
great.
contacts, getting some money, and he's got a hedge fund. Has that test run? If it's a test run, I'm going to flip this table. There's no way.
Test run, 3 influence. I don't know.
It's not possible. It can't be possible.
Because London...
It is test run.
Okay. It looks like he's going the London Library route. I mean, it works
No,
well with them.
It's not. It looks something. It's something else. It just looks like it.
Drive
by.
See, doing work. Killing a pad campaign.
Got shot in the face.
What do we got? We got Gang Sign.
Gang Sign. Gang Sign's going to do a lot of work.
Yeah.
That card is so good.
I love that
He's got
card.
HQ interface coming in as well.
Yeah.
You have to install that now.
Yeah, I like
HQ
these.
interface has to come out immediately.
It is so interesting to see how much Andy has taken a turn. I see, honestly, as many of these kind of mid-range, these drip builds with, the Underworld contacts or with data folding as I do with the old aggressive Andy decks. So it's just funny to see.
Actually, you should not take the
Earthrise.
No, the Underworld credits.
Yeah.
Because it's the beginning of your turn. Because the game checks for what is the beginning of what is here, and then you choose the order they trigger.
Yeah.
And since Supplier will trigger, Underworld will not because it wasn't there at the beginning of the turn. It wasn't eligible to be triggered. That's a good comment there. I didn't notice it, but that is 100% correct. and neither would Earthrise.
Yeah,
if you take
that's
off
right.
Earthrise,
I
it would
noticed
not trigger
that.
that turn. So we've got a free credit and 2 free extra cards earlier than normal. Seems good. I make mistakes all the time. You know, I take my TK discount at least twice a turn.
Yeah, why?
Twice is decent.
Sometimes you need to install 2 things.
Yeah, you do. Like, come on. I'm a shaper. I need to install my cards.
That's why you printed it.
Let me install my cards. So if this happens again, we will correct this. People in the chat, we are sorry.
Yes. Earthrise is hosted. Now here's the question. So Holly's got some money now. I mean, she's just in a point where it's like, okay, you just got to wait to draw the next Astro. You can get some more money, install some more Astro, like do whatever. She's just not under any pressure. And I understand that gang sign, you know, it's going to help, but at the same point in time.
Yeah, Ben's going to remind him right now for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
It's too late to take back the cards. He's correct. Maybe we can tax the credit because the credit shouldn't have happened, but I don't know. That changes everything.
Yeah.
It's hard to decide. Don't worry, FFG is printing these floor rules for us.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
I heard it was announced back in like 2002.
Yeah.
It's been a while. But the floor rules are coming, guys. It'll come.
To the rescue.
It's an eventuality.
Yeah, in the meantime, you guys can see we're trying to do our best as we catch this.
You know, just be like whatevs.
Yeah, we're trying to do our best.
I'm of the opinion, like, I have a good opinion of most players. There's been a couple of games I've actually commented on where, you know, you assume the best in the person.
Yeah,
and
they just forgot it.
Like, sometimes I'll run HQ and they'll be like, oh, they have 6 cards. I'm like, you know, just choose whatever you would have discarded.
Yeah.
And I remember one time it was actually captured on camera where I was playing Alec, who was on stream earlier. He tossed a non-agenda card.
Okay.
And the only way I was going to win is if I was going to hit an agenda. And he had, you know, he could have just tossed the agenda card, but he didn't.
Yeah.
Right? So, you know, most players, I like to think the best of people. I like to rewind if possible. But here,
agree.
We're slower. We're in the stream.
There's no way to undo the game
over there.
Yeah.
We have to stand up. Like, come on, guys.
It's hard, man.
It's
We're
hard.
working
it's
hard
a rough
here.
Life. All right, so back to the game. I'm sorry. I detract.
I mean, at this
bring
point,
out the HQ interface is good.
I think, you know, Lance's only way, but that's the problem. If you let Astro just pick you apart and gang sign, you don't have enough time.
Like, you're in a good spot here where that remote, like the one ice, is really strong because Holly just needs to install there.
Yeah.
Well, the first agenda she is just blind install. He's got no breakers, right? So you just install whatever it is. Like maybe he can inside job it, so maybe you put something else in front, right? Because the worst scenario is you're waiting for the other Astro to chain and you're getting other agendas in your hand.
Yeah.
You don't want that to happen because the gang sign will only multiply.
I think you've also got to assume that there may not be inside job in the deck. I mean, a lot of times the choice you have to make is, do I put inside job or do I put drive-by in my deck? Especially with you need a lot of resources. So Beal scored.
There's a blind install as well. That Beal.
Yeah.
Blind install.
So we got Gutenberg. Okay, we got a score. So now the question is mid-season's coming? You know, does Holly care about the scores?
I don't think this is a mid-season deck. From what I've seen, I'd assume it's not. Holly is getting up to ask questions.
Okay. So.
Oh, he did it wrong. Did he do it wrong? Did he draw 2 cards out? Or no, he did right. He draws 2 cards.
I think the trigger worked fine.
Yeah, he did fine. He had the HQ interface. There's not 2 of those.
So we got the interface that's online now.
I mean, like, this is interesting. Like, I normally don't see this many people sneak out these many agendas.
Yeah. We've seen a lot of it.
You know, once you. And she actually does have a midseason in hand.
15 credits.
So that actually is her plan. I thought it wasn't. So he gets another HQ interface out. And the FEM is on London Library.
All right, we're coming into HQ.
Runs HQ is going to see 3 cards.
I don't know if he's going to like what he sees, but we will see it.
Just have to install Imp before you do this.
Yeah, right. That's barely any influence
Face
at all.
down. Good job for us. That helps us. Face down cards. I'm liking it. So 3 unknowns. There's an Astro.
Oh, wow.
You see it?
There.
The last card.
Oh, wow. So whiffed on the Astro. Oh. That is painful. You know, and that's the thing is, like, I'm curious what Holly wants to do. I mean, at this point, I'd kind of be like, well, let's just score up. You know, Astro Script is in your deck for a reason. We can top deck another one. You know, I don't know that I'm really so concerned about wasting all my money trying to set up a card that I don't need it anymore.
To draw a card. So advance, score the Astro. Just do it. You're going to win the game. Who cares if you take something else? Like, you're going to have Astro set up for days.
Yeah. Astro in good shape. So, yeah, I mean, if you're Lance, at this point, you got to get aggressive. I mean, gang sign's going to trigger, but you got to assume if you don't see anything here with as many cards as he's seeing, got to go to R&D.
I will flip this table. My table, over here, not yours. Obviously, I can't do that.
Let's see. I mean, I think he's got to go R&D at this point. You haven't seen anything in the hand. You know you're an agenda access away from
don't draw the cards. Don't dare,
from preventing her. Let's see. So 7 credit. Yeah, you got to check R&D at this point.
Yeah, I would take a jab at R&D for sure.
Because otherwise, if she
How
top
much money
deck
does she have?
another agenda,
She's got a lot of money. You can't host. I would have installed that straight up. I don't know
Yeah.
how much money you have. So you host, draw, sure gamble. You got 1 click left. Draw. You might just have given up the game here. She usually have it. Nope, doesn't have it.
'cause that's the thing, right? When I play people,
Click
you
one is
don't
draw.
let them draw and beat you.
That's a scorcher.
Go
right
look
there.
for it.
She just drew a scorched. And Gutenberg goes on R&D. That's going to do a lot of work.
Because here's the problem, right? But at this point, you got to get aggressive. Yes, she might have it in hand, but if you never make her spend money or res ice, you know you're going to lose because you know AstroScript's on the table, and I can't imagine he's playing Claude or anything that's going to prevent fast advance.
Man, Gutenberg is such a strong ice. It basically says take a tag. Like
Yeah.
who's breaking Gutenberg?
It's great.
Who's got Ahmed at 6 or 6? Oh yeah, you got Switchblade. I
David.
guess. David.
David's the big counter.
Would you use it?
I think it'd be in
I don't
some
know.
decks it's your best target.
I mean, yeah,
Some
if you've
decks it's
seen
your
a lot
only
of ice
target.
res, and it's like, yeah, if it's the only thing, yeah. Because you think about, yeah, what else do they have? Maybe a toll booth.
Yeah,
And
in this
the
deck,
other decks are all like Data Raven.
this deck is all wraparound Gutenberg or Data Raven, and then like pop-up windows. Like that's all they play.
I mean, this is a turn you have to be aggressive.
Yeah, I never play the
especially he
game to
still
let
has no
people beat me.
breakers. And he's got the forger thing, right? You can trash that
Yeah.
to avoid a
No, that's
tag.
right.
So I would run R&D.
Yeah.
Click 1. He didn't take off. What did he take off the supplier that turn?
So
took
got
off
the
the NR ropes?
contacts. That's
I would have
fine.
taken the R&D because you have to run R&D.
Yeah.
It's not like a maybe. It's like a must because if she draws it, she draws it. You lose the game. Like there we saw the
Yeah.
cards.
At this point, like
Bunch
you
of
know
ta-
what's in her hand. You know it's
Bunch
all
of-
the kill
yeah,
cards.
just a bunch of punishment. You have to stop.
Go
the
get
top
R&D.
deck. Like it's too good. It's too good. Click off the fem, and I would pick the backer ice. Usually, no, maybe pick the front ice.
Yeah, and this
you
is
pick
always
the
my
backer ice
problem.
inside job. I don't even know.
Right, London Library.
what you wanna
This is
do.
the biggest problem.
Like,
That
he's basically giving her opportunities just to win the game.
yeah, I agree. This is why I'm not in love with London Library, both
Wow,
as a
she
card and
blanks
in this
again.
deck.
She's probably like, why am I blanking? I just want to kill you. That's all I ever wanted to do.
So yeah, she's just. I mean, Holly's in no rush, right? I mean, she can just wait and draw it. She can wait and
I
draw
think
the
you draw
winning
at least
agenda.
once. Draw, click 1.
Yeah.
She's like, dang it. Do you see her expression?
Yeah,
Why am I not drawing
she
it?
wants it. She wants the agenda. She already got all the meat damage. You already have all you need there. But at this point, it's like I'm changing strategies, and I'm just okay.
Yeah.
I need agendas. I'm gonna dig for agendas. Yes, he might have it. He might see something
I mean, just
out of HQ, but
I
you've already got so
I
much
don't know why
protecting
he's not
HQ.
running. And like this is smart by Holly to ice HQ,
Yeah.
make him want to run HQ when there's nothing
That's
there.
right.
Because he has more HQ pressure than R&D pressure, but he's getting R&D interface this turn.
Yeah,
But he needs to run just to make her res ice.
yeah.
Like she has the money to score out, but if you force her to res in a place that she feels vulnerable, then she'll res the
That's
ice
right.
and maybe she can't score out immediately. And there's autoscriptor. This game is getting weird. Because autoscriptor is a weird install here because you're going to get an extra click when you install a program.
Well, that's the problem, is
You're
right.
How many? Oh, because it's London Library. He's going to install a program every turn, gain a click.
Yeah, I get it, but
That's fine.
here's the
but
problem.
like, see, the setup time is so long.
That's it, right?
And you haven't done anything to pressure the corp.
If the game's
You've ran
over
HQ a couple times.
when it comes into play, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I mean, gang sign will not trigger again.
All right,
This game is
Overmind.
flipping. I'm flipping out. Overmind.
I get it. I would play Overmind in a deck like that if you're going to play something. I mean, it's like you need stuff that just
fine.
generically breaks ice, where it doesn't look like he's got a bunch of cards devoted
I
to
mean, you have
specific
to res
breakers.
Gutenberg. It's a tax. He's nowhere near winning.
Yeah.
So you need to make it taxable.
Yeah, and she
Like-
doesn't need money.
Yeah. You need only 2 credits to win the game. I don't know how much that is. He's over
Gutenberg
there.
goes up to 6 strength, I believe, if it's on R&D, or 5, or I always forget. There we go.
Gutenberg goes to 6.
Plus 3, so yeah, it goes to 6.
It's,
Yep.
it's freaking broken.
It's a
You
good
take
card.
a tag. You take a tag because Trey's 7.
It's big.
It's ridiculous. Take a tag. And now we have more tagging ice than Dad and Destiny.
I can't wait.
You're tagged. I'm tagged.
The minute
But I
Dead
will
and Destiny comes out, I can't wait.
I like how they're giving tags a different, mechanism as well, where you can
Yeah.
actually give up the tag, gain a really cool ability. That's interesting.
Get Keegan Lane,
But, like-
all the good stuff in the new
but
deck.
in doing so, they've also changed what it means to be tagged.
True.
Back in the day, being tagged was a big deal. It was rare, and if you got tagged, it was bad.
Yeah, it set
Right?
up bad things.
But
to
now
happen.
it's like, you've got so much tag protection, I guess, that they're letting people just be tagged.
Yeah.
you're tagged for days.
And the
I don't
cool
know.
thing
I don't
is,
like it.
it's not like it's not just opening up the Plascrete stuff
Yeah.
to where it's like you need to have a lot of money. I mean, whether it's sync that costs you more to actually clear the
Oh,
tag.
this game.
Yep, that is why you got to run R&D sometimes, because you just let them draw it. And
Did you jack
you know,
out? What happened at the end there?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of bad stuff with tags, but that's the thing is like, you know, if it's going to happen
don't know.
anyway.
I had the same question, Myth. I don't know. Did he jack out? Because if he did, that seems like not the best
Yeah.
idea in the world. I would keep going.